Hi, I'm Brandon Roberts, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about Gene Sharp, a very famous contributor to conflict theory. So, Gene Sharp grew up in the early 1950s through 1960s in Baltimore, Ohio, not Maryland, where he lived during a very volatile time in American politics. They were fighting wars in both Korea and America that, for the first time in American history, really faced wide public protests. And Gene Sharp really took into this. He actually was facing jail for 9 months after graduating college for protesting the conscription of soldiers in these wars. After being released from jail for those 9 months for protesting the conscription, he went on to become the assistant editor at one of the most famous pacifist newspapers in the world, the Peace News, centered in London. So this, combined with the early action he began to take against the Korean War and the Vietnam War, kind of show the roots of his nonviolent motives towards contributing to conflict theory really start to take place and take root. He basically added on to Karl Marx's earlier theories and original development of conflict theory, and added on this whole new nonviolent aspect to it in creating action and solving these conflicts through nonviolent actions. And so by contributing that to Karl Marx's old theories, he suddenly became the founder of a new, wider conflict theory. For his contributions to the theory, the Peace Abbey of Sherman, Massachusetts actually awarded him the Courage of Conscience Award in April 4th of 2008, further displaying the impact that he had towards the conflict theory as a whole in modern senses. Now, continuing to look at the way that Mr. Sharp's contribution to conflict theories can be continued to apply today, it's apparent that his nonviolent motives are something that are necessary to create an open, candid discussion of ideas between just humans, naturally, in society. It's clear that a progressive global society cannot rely on violence to solve its issues. As the spread of information gets quicker and gets faster and more people are able to talk and communicate, using violence to solve their issues is no longer something that they can afford or would even be willing to do in a society that wants to continue to evolve. Because of this, it will become even more important for us as a species to understand and create new modes of solving conflict that can take on the non-violent motives that contributors like Mr. Sharp love so much and developed. The matter is that today we live in a time of extreme political volatility. The detrimental effects of things that Mr. Sharp protested, like the Vietnam War and the Korean War, cannot be forgotten, as it will soon continue to repeat itself in the current modern day conflicts that we engage in. Our current societal evolution cannot reach its full velocity if we continue to be caught up in solving our issues by hurting others. And that is what Mr. Sharp has done to contribute to our modern day ideas of conflict theory.